As the scripture says, blessed is she who believes that the Lord will fulfill his promises towards her. I am going to stand in faith, move forward in faith, and believe that this next chapter of my life and this next journey of my life will be a blessing. You just know that it's up from here. We're not doubting. I am a little nervous, but in faith, I am moving forward. Blessed is she who has believed that the Lord will fulfill his promises to her. Luke 1:45. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tikwa. If you are new here, welcome, and if you aren't, welcome back. It has been a minute since I have come and just sat down and talked to you all. I wanted to do some life updates and just share some things that are going on in my life, and just give you guys some updates as to some future content that you will see on this channel. So the first thing that I want to talk about is my home. As you all know, probably like the last time that I really sat down and talked to you all, it was about being pre-approved for a home, going through the process of looking at different houses and different properties, mainly new properties, and then settling on where we are now, which we absolutely love. We did purchase not a new home, but a previously owned home, and so because it isn't new, there are some upgrades and some things that we had to do just to jazz up the place. I have brought you guys along on that journey. I have shared how we redid our floors, how we added crown molding and base molding to multiple rooms in our house. I did share with you guys transforming some of the rooms, our bathroom, our entryway here, and just all of the different things that we are doing around our house just to improve things, to modernize it. And you know, to be quite honest, we've been having a great time doing it. Because it is a little costly, it is taking us some time to do it, but we are having a great time doing it. And again, we're pacing ourselves. That's what you have to do in 2022, especially with inflation going up, gas prices being out, you know, being ridiculously high, and just the realistic realism of being two young people, working people who are making ends meet. And we pretty much, you know, brought our finances to a whole nother level. So instead of paying rent, we're actually paying a mortgage now, and have, you know, just different set of financial responsibilities that we're having and that we're dealing with. So I think that, you know, it's just a tremendous job that we are doing together. I'm extremely grateful for where we are and what we have, and you know, there's just so many more things that we're going to be working on in our house. So I hope that you guys stay tuned for that. We do have to do some work on the outside. We want to get our patio done over, the fencing done over, and even in here we want to just get some furniture. We got to get our dining room furniture as well as jazz up our bedroom. So the content is going to come. It's gonna happen, and again, we're just enjoying the ride and enjoying the journey. If you notice, on my channel, I talk a lot about the journey, and a lot of times in life we always think about a destination, and we're so busy working hard trying to make it to a destination. And we've kind of learned along this this life that we really have to enjoy the journey, and it's those everyday moments with each other, whether it's making decisions on what room we're going to work on next, whether it's strategizing and brainstorming how we're going to pay for the next, you know, update, or the next appliance, or the next set of furniture. We're just enjoying the journey. So I wanted to update you guys on the house and where we are so far with the house. I want to say thank you to everyone who has watched our videos, who have commented, who has given their advice, who has helped us out along the way, whether it be via the comment section. People have called us, text us, and just tell us, hey, you can go here, or check with this guy, or you can work with this store, and we just are extremely grateful for that. So that is, an update on the house. So talking about the content that is going to be brought to this channel coming up. So I do want to share with you all that we have a lot of moving pieces going on, and there are a lot of different changes that are taking place. So one of the conversations that we have had lately, and it's a lot going on and a lot of different pieces that we're juggling, but one of the things that we have talked about and discussed lately was building a family. This is a desire that my husband has not hesitated to share with me. He has repeatedly told me, reminded me, talked to me, and said, hey, I want to have kids. I want us to have a family. And I'll be honest, I've been so focused on things being a certain way in my life. And I know you can't control everything. God is in control. But for the most part, I was hesitant on moving forward with having children and expanding our family because we didn't have a home. So after we got married, we spent 2 years saving, trying to get a home. And the interesting thing is, now that we have that home, I'm like, oh, but we just moved here a few months ago. Like, we need time to build our home. We need, the energy and the effort. We have to put that into building our home. And again, I have to also be mindful of my husband, what he desires, and realistically, the stage of life that I'm in, and what I should be focusing in on, and what I should be thinking about and placing my mind on. So my husband and I have decided to try to conceive. We have talked long and hard about what we should be doing, and considering the fact that we have not been taking steps to avoid pregnancy, and it hasn't happened, I will be, going to a doctor. I will be talking with them, and for the most part, just making sure that everything is okay, and talking to them and seeing what are the best methods and strategies and things that we should do so that we can prepare ourselves for this journey of trying to conceive. So you guys will begin to see some content around trying to conceive, whether that be, if my doctors tell me I want you to take certain supplements, or if my doctors say, hey, you have to change your diet up. I'm going to share that with you all, because the one thing that I feel deep down within my heart is that whatever God has given us, whether it be the people in our lives, the things in our lives, or even our life in and of itself, I believe that we are to be good stewards of our life. And I chose to create this channel to document my life and my journey, and as a result of my journey, my family's journey. And I know that I am not the only one. I'm not the only female. I'm not the only young person that's been out there and has been so goal oriented and so busy trying to cross every T and dot every I, that you come to a point in time in your life where you start to say, hey, I have to focus on my family, and I have to put business aside. I have to put work aside. I have to put all these goals and these aspirations aside for a moment and focus more intently and closely on building my family. And so, again, I do believe that with everything we're given, that God has blessed us to be stewards over that. And that's why I choose to share this journey with you all here on my channel, because I know that someone will come across this video and they will find themselves in my shoes. And I just want to make a difference and show that, I know I'm not the only one who again has come to this point in their life. I know that I will not be the first, that I have not been the first, and that I will not be the last. And one thing that I do want to say is there is a banner on my channel, and there's a scripture that says, "Blessed is she who believed that the Lord would fulfill his promise towards her." I can say that when I was a young person coming out of college and I started my job, I remember being in a job prior to the job that I have now, and I just felt like I wasn't going anywhere. I felt that when I was looking at life through my natural eye and I was seeing what was going on and just, you know, seeing the environment that I was in and the scenario I was in, I knew on the inside that I desired more. I knew on the inside that I knew I can do more, that I can, you know, do better. I knew that I wanted to earn more. I knew that I could just be more independent and be more responsible of some things. Yet I was in a job that I was stagnated. I was in a job where I had reached the ceiling. And in spite of what I saw in my natural eye, in my heart of hearts, I believed that I was meant to do more, and I believed that sooner than later I would get to a point in my life where I would be able to obtain more. Blessed is she who believed that the Lord would fulfill his promises towards her, because eventually it took me 5 years of interviewing, but eventually I found a job. I found a place where I feel I belong, where I know I'm making a difference, where I know I'm trusted and I'm valued, and that there is no limit to what I can do and what I can accomplish. I remember a time when I had reached my 30s, and I believed in my heart of hearts that I was to be a wife. I believed in my heart of hearts that I would have a family. But when I looked through my natural eye, I really wasn't dating anyone of substance. I was dating people and I was having fun for the moment, but it really wasn't anyone or anybody of substance. But I believed, again, in my heart of hearts, even though I didn't see it through my natural eye, I believed that I soon one day would be a wife, that I soon one day would have a family. And through the workings of God and God orchestrating things, my husband and I met, and we got married. Through my natural eye, I never saw him. I never envisioned this. Once we got married, we had to figure out what our living situation was going to be. Again, in my heart of hearts, I knew that I was built to be a homeowner. I knew that I was built to be able to run finances and run a household. But through my natural eye, I did not see how that was going to happen. It was difficult to come up with a deposit for a home. It took us over $30,000 that we had to acquire to gain access to our dreams. And then we had to be approved, and then we had to search. It's crazy because, again, in my heart of hearts, I believed and I saw myself here before I got here. But through my natural eye, it was so many difficulties. There were so many things that seemed to hold us back, and just obstacles that came our way, and it just felt like, will it ever go? Like, I even considered relocating to a whole nother state, all over feeling like I wasn't gonna find that dream home here in New York, but I found it. I say all of that to say that in my heart of hearts, I believe that, you know, it is my time and it's my season to start a family and to begin family planning with my husband. And through my natural eye, I'm starting to feel as if I don't see the way. Again, we haven't, you know, taken any measures to avoid it, and it hasn't happened. But I decided to move forward in faith. As the scripture says, blessed is she who believed that the Lord would fulfill his promises towards her. I am going to stand in faith, move forward in faith, and believe that this next chapter of my life and this next journey of my life will be a blessing, not just to me, not just to my husband, not just to my family, but to you all who are viewing this video. I want to say thank you so much for all of the love and all of the support. I pray that you stay tuned, that you keep my husband and I in your prayers as we move forward in our journey. The next set of videos that you will see will be me, you know, documenting my journey. I will go to my doctor I will talk with the fertility specialist. I will, you know, see what things they recommend and things that I should be doing and changing, and I will ultimately be sharing that with you here on this channel. For 2022, you know, my husband and I are on a mission. We're calling it Mission Baby Matthews. And again, we just know that it's up from here. We're not doubting. I am a little nervous, but in faith, I am moving forward. Thank you guys so much for all of the love and the support that you've shown me so far. I hope all of you all have a blessed and wonderful day. Till next time. Bye.